Good morning. Welcome to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto from Flagler Humane Society. My guest today is the beautiful Crystal Brendel, the founder and owner of Therapy Salon and Spa in St. Augustine, where her clients receive top-tier personalized services. I know that for a fact because I was a client. So, Crystal, I guess the theme for today's show, we're going to say the theme for today's show is beauty. We have a co-host, right? Our co-host this morning is Honey. She is the most beautiful girl at the shelter. She's a collie that came in. We'll talk about her story later, but Honey is, like I said, the most beautiful girl at the shelter, and so I figured she would fit in with the therapy salon and spa beauty theme of today. So tell us a little bit about you, Crystal.
Okay, I am originally from New Jersey. I moved to Palm Coast, Florida, about 11 years ago, and that's
Started the salon.
Started the salon journey, and then purchased my salon about 2 years ago.
It's a nice place, and you do gorgeous work. And
Thank you.
we met a little less than a year ago when you did a cool fundraiser for Flagler Humane Society,
Yes.
which is what I wanted to bring up today as far as another tie in this show is businesses can help charities, namely Flagler Humane Society, hopefully, but businesses can help charities in so many ways that, like creative ways, like what you
Yes.
did. You did a raffle of some really amazing products and brought in, I can't remember how much you brought in. The first day we met, you like handed us a bunch of money.
Yes, yeah, yes. My clientele were very go green, animal friendly. I'm a big animal lover, so yeah, it was fun. They were excited. I decided, hey, I'm a business owner. There's, how can I give back to my community and something I'm passionate about, and that my clientele is passionate about, and other people. So we came up with that, and yeah, it just took off from there, and it's just a fun, good thing. I mean, they love it. So, and when are you doing another one? When are you doing another one?
That's cool. That's cool. And all the products, I think everything that you have is cruelty free.
Everything is cruelty free and Blue Bunny.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
So no parabens, no. Yeah. So very.
We've talked about that, cruelty products on the show before, and it's getting easier and easier to get cruelty free products, I think.
Yes. Yes. We use Davines, which comes from Italy, and it's all recyclable. Ammonia-free color,
Not tested on animals.
Not tested on animals. I am big. Anybody that knows me knows that I will look at a product and I will research, and if it's tested on animals, I tell them to get it out of my salon.
Good for you.
Yep.
Good for you. So, and you have pets too, of course, right?
I do. Yes. I have a 5-year-old little pitty, Tyson, that is spoiled rotten. Actually, a client gifted him a convertible car because he's so funny and acts like a human. So,
oh my gosh, we'll have to get a photo of Tyson in his convertible.
Yeah, you'll see him driving around Palm Coast in his convertible. So say hi to Tyson. He'll say hi.
Okay, so it's a convertible that is Tyson's, but you're like his chauffeur, you mean?
Well, he can't drive. Okay. He doesn't have his license. So, yeah, me and my husband have to drive him around. But yes.
At first, I was picturing Tyson in his own convertible, but I guess, yeah.
No, it's a real car.
It's
a 2012 BMW convertible. So.
Oh, that's right. You sent me a picture of that, and we were talking about how if we did a parade or
you need it, why not? We have a convertible, so put a couple dogs in the back. We're good.
If Tyson would allow it.
He'll allow it.
So just Tyson is yours, right? Any others?
Yeah. So so when I met my husband, I've known him since I was 7 years old. That's his heart dog was Ty. And as soon as I met Ty, that was it. He was my baby. He was about 8 years old. Yeah. And my husband rescued him. He was a year old. And somebody just wanted to throw this puppy away. And bottle fed him. And then Ty ended up being the love of my life, which then I got Tyson, which was supposed to, kind of help the family, and because Ty was such a big part of it. And Tyson was actually supposed to be more of my husband's, but he ended up being a mama's boy. So
I think we see that a lot with adopters. You know, they think they're adopting a pet for one person in the family, and then the animal makes this choice. And,
well,
you know,
COVID happened, and mommy didn't work for 4 months, so Tyson got trained, and oops.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Tyson still loves your hubby too.
Oh
but-
yeah, he's protective of my husband. Me, not so much.
So, and any cats?
So we're actually allergic to cats, but we did adopt out the 2
yeah.
kittens that I gifted.
Yeah, that day that
my team.
the day that I came to your salon to
Yes.
get my hair cut, which was, like I said, like I've never received so many compliments on a haircut.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I'm old, so I've had a lot of haircuts.
You're not old.
But I got so many compliments for that. But the day that I was coming up to see you, for some reason, I think I had to have kittens with me. I think I was doing maybe it was the radio show after.
Yes.
It might have been
You were
this.
doing an event.
I was doing an event,
yeah.
and for whatever
the
reason, I
kittens.
had kittens. I always have. It seems like I've always got animals with me for some reason. But so I had 2 kittens, and I remember texting you like, "I'm sorry to do this, but would it be okay? Is there any way I could bring the kittens in? They'll just stay in the cage while you're doing my hair in the corner. Away, nobody. They won't bother anything." And it turned out
I was like, "No, you better bring them," and everybody was excited. And yeah, it turned out that 2 of my team members fell in love.
It was quick.
Very quick, and it was around Valentine's Day, so I love to give my team little gifts around the holidays because I mean, you appreciate your team. They work hard and they deserve it. So
Cats.
they got kittens for Valentine's Day. So yes,
That's a good thought. Employers, take note.
yeah, you might catch one of them in the salon here and there. So
I do remember they fell in love very quickly with those kittens. I don't think you'd finished washing my hair yet, and they were already all over their shoulders,
yes.
walking in their hair. And then,
oh yes, and then
And
the
we
other
got-
people were walking in. Yeah, so that's what it's. We're all just animal lovers, and we want to do what we can do to help people. And I mean, they don't have a voice; we're their voice. So
Yes.
yeah,
So
that's whatever we can do to help.
that worked out really well for those kittens that day. That they got good
Yes.
home. A nice surprise. Wasn't the plan.
Yes, and I'm known to look at something on Marketplace and say, something's wrong about this, and we'll go and buy a puppy for $25 and take it out of a bad situation. And my husband's like, "Not again, Crystal." So I'm known to do things like that. Oops.
Well, yeah. So I'm very appreciative that you are a friend of the Humane Society and do things like that and help us get kittens adopted when we think we're just coming in to get a haircut.
Whatever I can do to help.
All right, everybody, we're going to talk more with Crystal and the beautiful Crystal and the beautiful Honey today. So we will be right back. Welcome back to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy here with Crystal
Hello.
and Honey. So Crystal just made a really cool announcement. So what was this you said, Crystal? That was a nice surprise.
So for sweet little Honey, I will be sponsoring Honey's adoption.
Woohoo.
So
Thank you.
anybody interested in Honey,
Therapy Salon, Crystal and Therapy Salon will sponsor Honey's
All
adoption
adoption
fee. Her
fees,
adoption
yes.
fee would have been $150. So thank you, Crystal.
you're very welcome.
Honey says thank you. So
She
Honey
deserves
is-
a good home. She's
She really
she's a good
does.
girl.
She came from a rough story. I mean, obviously, every animal in a shelter has a background story, but Honey came from out of Flagler County. Actually, a friend of mine that does a lot of rescue in counties that don't really have shelters or have very, very minimal shelters. She traps dogs that are like feral that people are threatening, neighbors are threatening to shoot. I think Honey came from a situation with the gentleman. I don't remember if she said that he passed away or whether was in the hospital, but Honey had a bunch of puppies and was just outdoors and wasn't socialized.
Right.
So the puppies Andrea is the lady's name. Shout out to Andrea. I'm going to have to make her listen to our show.
Yay.
So Andrea would drive from quite far away every day and feed these puppies and feed this mama. And so once, obviously, it's easier to find homes for the puppies.
Right.
So she was able to place the puppies, and Mama dog, who now is being renamed Honey, was just not socialized and had to be caught in a cage. And Andrea made the very long drive. I don't remember how many hours to get her to us, and she just was like frozen in my office for just a couple days. She came around pretty fast, but
Poor
just
baby.
super scared. And but she's healthy. She's gorgeous, as you can see.
Oh yeah, she's the cutest little foxtail.
Yes, gorgeous girl. I think actually she does have heartworm, but she's being treated for heartworm, so she will be healthy. Other than that, she is, she's healthy. She rides super well in a car. She walks so gently on a leash, like you don't even realize you have her on the leash. She gets along with all the other dogs at the shelter. They, like I said, she's been living in my office, so they just run in and play, and she puts up with them. But so thank you so
Good
much.
temperament.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
she's
you
actually
so
really
much.
cute sleeping right now in the corner, and I just want to scoop her up and bring her home.
And I thought, since we were talking beauty today, bringing the most beautiful dog in the shelter was a good tie-in.
Yes, and a good story, a good rescue story too,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
sad, but it's our reality.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, we see so many that start as long as the story ends up good. A lot of times it starts out pretty sad. Like I said, every single animal at the shelter, it's a sad story.
Right.
But you were talking about one also where you were trying to help somebody and they didn't want the help.
Yes,
They wanted the help for their dog.
Yes, it was so cute, and I remember I couldn't wait to get home and tell my husband Mikey. I went to a gas station, get gas right after work, and I'm exhausted. And being an animal lover, can I pet your dog? A homeless guy, and sure, no problem, ma'am, and very respectful. So long story short, I tried to give him $20, and he refused it. And I said, no, take it. And he said, actually, do you mind going inside, because they won't let me inside because I'm homeless, and get my dog food and water? So of course I went inside. I got a couple bottles of water, 2 hot dogs, and I slipped the 20 underneath the hot dog. And he was so thankful. Yeah. Aww. He was so thankful. And she was just the most beautiful, well-behaved, healthiest dog ever. So that just goes to show us, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And then, we had conversation, and another reason why I'm so adamant and why I love Flagler Humane Society is because when you have your free clinics, that's where he goes to get and make sure his dog is taken care of before him. So, without donations and without,
we can.
You guys wouldn't be able to do it. So,
well, that's cool. People are so quick to judge, like you say. Homeless people shouldn't have pets, and there's people with fancy homes that shouldn't have pets either.
100%.
There are people that shouldn't have pets, but being homeless doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. I mean,
not at all. Not at all.
An animal doesn't care about possessions. They care about their master, their family.
Right.
And a homeless person pretty much 24/7 with their dog.
That animal is home.
Yeah.
To that person.
Exactly.
So, I mean, take that away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anybody tried to take my boy Tyson, oh no, I would.
Watch out.
I would go crazy.
Watch out.
It's my baby.
But yeah, we see, unfortunately with homeless people, sometimes their pets are all they have.
Right.
And
100%.
So we do try to help. We've been out one time we had one of our veterinarians go to one of the homeless camps with us and just vaccinate everybody. We try to find a time when we're able to provide like free spay neuter, heartworm tests, heartworm prevention, because that's probably my biggest worry in Florida in the summertime. These people that are outdoors with their pets, and if they're not on heartworm prevention, then that's
a big thing. But without the community donating and helping and doing things, that wouldn't be possible. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So-
why we do what we do.
And speaking of donating, you were telling me you're going to do another raffle for us.
Yes, we're gonna
Woohoo!
do another raffle. So we will be giving away a Keratin Express treatment. We figured, hey, it's summer. Everybody wants to fight frizzy hair. So it has a retail of $150. So basically, you donate anything that the Humane Society needs. If it's $1, if it's
We're talking about like kitten milk,
if it's kitten milk, if you come in and you
canned
have
dog food.
canned dog food, paper towels, treats, peanut butter, toys, whatever it is that you donate. It could be gently used because, and every one item you have will be an entry in the raffle to win.
Cool.
Yes. So,
That's cool.
and you can be a client and you don't need to be a client. Doesn't matter.
Just come, but your shelter's in St. Augustine. Where's your
Yes.
shelter? Your shelter. I'm the
My
shelter
hair
lady.
shelter.
Sorry, your salon.
Yes. So Therapy Salon and Spa is located at 101 Mariner Health Way. We're in Studio 404 and the number is 904-815-2129.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a break and we'll come back and speak more with Crystal and Honey. And we are back to Speaking of Animals. I'm Amy Caratenuto here with Crystal from Therapy Salon and Spa and Honey, the collie. So a couple announcements. Just want to remind everybody there's still time to sign up for summer camp, kids summer camp. I know you said you
I
wanted.
know, no adults.
You're too old. You're too old. It would be fun to do a adult summer camp where we could like play games. And,
Yeah, with the dogs. Why
Yeah.
not? And cats and hamsters. And
Our summer camp is super fun, and the first one is July 14th for the younger kids, and then the second one is July 28th for the older kids. So go on FlaglerHumaneSociety.org and sign up. It's super fun, I promise.
I mean, I even want to join, and I just turned 40 this year.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, someday we'll work on grown-up summer camp.
Yes, please.
We'll have to do a survey to see, like, would people really come? I think they might. I think it would be fun.
I mean, yeah, me too. I'll sponsor that. Adults need to have fun too.
You sponsor everything. So another thing, we have a little ways away, but time for a save the date on our annual golf tournament at Grand Haven. That's always the first Monday in December. So mark that on your calendar. Crystal, you're going to sponsor that too?
Yes. Like I said, anything I can do to help because what you guys do is phenomenal. And if we didn't have you guys, then,
You're
little
awesome.
Honey wouldn't be able to get a home and love now and
Hope-
feel what love is. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully, I think your sponsorship might help Honey's chances of getting home faster. So everybody just
She's a good girl.
She is.
She's
She is.
not
Well-
gonna last long.
Well-
She's very chill and
she is. She's
beautiful, and
you're gonna fall in love.
I know.
So come to the shelter and come see Honey. We're open 7 days a week. Mondays and Fridays we're open till 7. So no excuse. Come see Honey.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Well, thank you so much, Crystal,
all the
for
other
being
dogs
here.
that are
Yes, all the
amazing
other
and
dogs and
cute.
cats, and we have
Yeah.
mice right now. Yes, mice. We have mice and rabbits and pigs and dogs and cats. I think that's it.
I want a pig.
Oh, okay. We'll load them up for you. I'll bring them to the next time I get my haircut. I'll bring the pigs to the salon.
Yes. Oh God, they'll be gone.
Like 400 pounds.
Oh my God, I love it. On a leash.
Well, thank you everybody for listening today. Thank you, Honey, for being so well behaved. Thank you, Crystal. You were also well behaved.
Thank you. Yeah. For once in my life, pretty good training today.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. We will talk to you next time around.